Hi, welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 478, and we're here live in Southwest Florida, specifically in my beautiful tropical backyard. If you're joining me live, please say hello and let me know if you're crafting tonight or if you have any questions for me. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining live. I'll wait a few seconds for people to pop over from pre-chat and notifications. Hi, Val and Lucy. Good evening. Thanks for joining live. Hi, Carol. Thank you for being here. Hi, Carrie and Christine. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining live, everybody. Hi, Sherry. Good evening, and hello, Karen. Thanks for joining live. It is Thursday evening. Happy Thursday. Hi, Cynthia. Almost the weekend. Hope everybody has fun plans for the weekend. Hi, Anissa. Thanks for joining live. All right, well, welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 478, and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my beautiful tropical backyard. And if you're joining live, would love to hear from you. If you watch the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. I love to hear from everybody, and I have the ability to reply to all of the recorded comments throughout the day because I get notifications from that as well. Like everybody to feel like they're part of the podcast. If you have questions for me, please always feel welcome to leave me your questions. If I can get to them live, I will. If I can't, please leave them for me in the recorded version of the podcast, because then I have the ability to get the question, either answer it or save it for a future podcast, because oftentimes when one person has a question, it's actually something that's quite common that everybody needs the answer to, and so being able to share it on the podcast is really wonderful. Christine wants to know how I'm feeling today. Oh, better than I was the other day, that's for sure. Thank you. Yeah, my stomach's better. Hi, Lucy. I've had a headache today, but that's another story, and who the heck knows what that's all about. I did get out and work in a coffee shop today. I brought my laptop with me and got lots of work done on photo editing and charts, and I even brought my laptop out here tonight to maybe give you a sneak peek on some charts. And Kim says it's unusually hot where she lives. It's actually quite moderate here right now. Feeling pretty good about the weather. Not sweating yet. Doesn't mean I won't be sweating by the end of the 30 minutes, but so far so good. Oh, I know what I wanted to address right away. I'm wearing the Violetta top again tonight. Same crochet pattern that I wore yesterday morning. And I feel like I might have been a little misunderstood in the podcast yesterday morning, because I found there were a lot of comments saying, I don't have a problem with the way you're wearing the top right now. And I wasn't saying that I don't like the top long and flowy. What I was really talking about is the fact that I didn't like those jean shorts with the top long and flowy. There was something about the texture of the rolled up hem on the jean shorts that I felt like was very distracting from the flowy A-line silhouette of the top. So tonight I decided to put on a monochromatic silhouette underneath of a black tank top and black leggings, so that you could see the contrast from the jean shorts to a smooth silhouette and see how much prettier the A-line silhouette looks like that. So I'm gonna move my chair over. Now this would also apply to any other color of silhouette underneath. I happen to be wearing a black tank top with black leggings and black wedges, but you could do this with khaki, you could do this with capri pants that were slim fit in white and khaki or any other color, and depending on what color yarn you use for your Violetta top, it actually opens up that many other colors for your silhouette underneath. So for this particular one, I could go with a navy silhouette underneath, a black, khaki, white. I think even a coral silhouette would be fun. I think there's lots of ways you could do that, and depending on what color you go with, you could actually even open up those possibilities even more. But I wanted to back up so you could see how adorable this silhouette is with the A-line top with a smooth silhouette underneath, which is just a huge contrast from those jean shorts yesterday that were not only not slim fit, but they had that bulk of the hem right here. But I did want to show you that even belting it like this is super cute as well. This is one of those stretchy belts from my Amazon shop, and you can see how that really dresses this up. It actually looks a little more dressy. I almost look like I'm getting ready to go out for the evening now. And you could wear a blazer over this. Imagine putting a black blazer over that. That could really be a pretty going out to dinner outfit. You could also blouse this up a little bit. I like that look as well. Show you what it looks like in the back. So super cute, different ways to wear it, and you could wear it with or without a blazer or a jacket, or even a denim jacket would work depending on what color yarn you used to make it. So lots and lots of options. But yes, it definitely looks a lot dressier than it did yesterday. And I know some people didn't really understand what I was saying yesterday, and it almost sounded like I was saying I didn't like the top, which is the opposite of how I feel. I love the Violetta top. So because I was a little misunderstood in what I was saying, I thought it was worth talking about again and maybe showing some other examples, because it had nothing to do with the top yesterday. It had to do with the shorts. And I just felt like the texture of the rolled up hem on the shorts I thought was quite distracting from this type of top. I feel like tucked in or cinched or some other way would have kept the balance of the textures a little better, because there was something about that hem on a baggy short that I felt like was distracting from the beautiful drapey A-line of the top. So hopefully that makes more sense now. And if anybody has any questions or wants to see anything else, please feel welcome. Christine shared, talked to a group of ladies at the library about me today. Thank you. I think I said that incorrectly, but I think I understood you, and thank you very much. I appreciate word of mouth advertising very much. That's awesome. Does anybody have any other questions about the Violetta, or want me to show you any other examples of what to do with the top? Because we could talk about it more. Pamela understood what I was saying about the jean shorts. Wonderful. Yeah, I got a lot of comments that sounded like it wasn't translating well, so I wanted to make sure to talk about it a little bit. Christine, oh, the people you were talking to, Knit and Crochet for Cancer Patients. My Be So Baby yarn would be a yarn that they might be really interested in. It's very chemo cap friendly and very baby friendly as well. Hi, Melanie and Pamela. Thanks for joining live. So I did the photo shoot for this, the redo on the Summer Love vest today, and it looked super duper cute, and just waiting on some editing and should be releasing that soon. Hi Margaret, hi Mari or Mary from Puerto Rico. Thanks for joining live. Let's see, do I even have the vest with me? It might be in the other room. I'll have to show it another day. Pamela bought the Ellen PDF yesterday. Wonderful. I just released the double crochet PDF tonight, a little ahead of time, but it's going to be the same style of PDF, and I'll talk about it more on another day. I released it a little early, but the double crochet stitch pattern tutorial is available now, and it comes with a beautiful baby Afghan done in square motifs that are joined as you go in a gingham color pattern. Hello, Tracy from South Georgia. Thanks for joining live. And then when this video, when the when the podcast goes recorded later tonight, I will add a link for how to order the Violetta pattern. Kim saw that I put the double crochet PDF already. Wonderful. Glad you saw that. What else was I working on today? Oh, I can show you one of the charts that I was working on today. So I'm working on charts for the necklace scarves right now, in addition to working on new PDFs. And this is going to be the chart. Let's see, is that going to show up on camera? It might not. Here we go. Here's the beginning of the scarf of the chart for one of the necklace scarves. So you might be familiar with I have two crochet necklace scarves as free patterns on my website, and they both have a V formation here and then straight edges along the sides, and you can wrap it a couple times. They have those gorgeous yarn ball beads. So if you want to order the yarn and the bead kit, you get those gorgeous little gold or silver beads that look like yarn balls. And those patterns were released without charts originally. And as I make time, I go back and try to update my patterns when I can. And I have hundreds of patterns and I have new stuff. I mean, there's always so much work to do. But anyway, this is one that I'm doing, and I will be re-releasing that pattern just like I'm re-releasing the Summer Love Vest. Yes, Gloria, there is a program that I use for my charts. I use the professional industry standard of Adobe Illustrator. I think that was what I was answering. Yeah, so anyway, obviously the necklace scarf is much larger than this, and so here's the increase that creates the V in the center of the scarf, and this is the section that gets repeated on each side here. And although I've done 2 repeats for those sides, I think I'm going to go back and do 1 or 2 more repeats along those sides, and then I still have to do the last 2 rows and the edging on there as well. So I've definitely got a little more work to do on that, but it's coming along. And I started working on 2 new stitch pattern PDFs today. Oh, one of them I started a couple days ago and worked on more today. And oh, I got distracted trying to read comments. Somebody said they like my charts. Thank you. What inspires me the most to come up with ideas? Oh, everything. Honestly, everything and anything. I like to try to live my life with an open mind, and when I live with an open mind, I feel like I get ideas from everywhere. I could get ideas from taking a shower. I could get ideas from driving down the road. I can get ideas from looking at the geometric structure of this fence right next to me. Sometimes I can just look at stuff like that, or I can look at the geometry of those flower petals on the beautiful orchid hanging on the fence, or the leaf structure on that tree behind the fence, or maybe it's a cloud structure, or maybe it's the striping on Bjorn or Becker's fur. Let's see if we can get to the babies. There are the babies. But I just think that when you purposely and mindfully try to keep an open mind and you want to be creative, I think you can find inspiration everywhere. And I know that that's a corny, lame answer, except when you do live like that, it really is true. The other thing that I do to try to keep myself the most open to inspiration is, whenever possible, I try to reorganize my life. As a creative person, I live in chaos when I'm creating, but as often as possible, I try to reel it all back in and reorganize things, because I feel like it's that clear space and that organized visual. When I see that things are organized and I have cleared space, that's when my mind is most open to being creative. And I know that that is something that nobody wants to hear, right? We all want to hear that, oh, we don't need to make time to clean up and organize. We just need to make time to be more creative, when it's actually just the opposite. The more organized I am and the more the more organized my closet is, my bathroom, my drawers, even the spaces that aren't workspaces, the more organized my life is, the more creative I am. When things get really out of control, I find that it really clogs the creative flow in my brain. I don't know why. Maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm not like other people, or maybe that is the norm. But I find that I am most creative when I am organized. Let's see. Yeah, the color is listed on the pattern. This is Be So Lush yarn, and I believe this colorway is Water Runs Deep, and there are always new colors of the yarns available. Hi, Joe. See, I saw a lot of quite a few longer comments, and I'm afraid I just can't read them fast enough. So if your comments are important to you and you want a reply, please feel welcome to repeat them in the recorded version of the podcast, because that really helps me to be able to see the whole comment and answer appropriately. I did see quite a few people posted photos of their finished Violetta tops in the Create, Share, Inspire Facebook group. So if you wanted to see some other people's finished photos, I know a lot of people posted that yesterday after seeing this. Oh, I think there's a side conversation going on. Alrighty. Phew, that one I can overlook. That whole section I can try to overlook. It is kind of hard to keep up sometimes. Yesterday I was mentioning that the Violetta top, this particular pattern, would be an excellent candidate for making into a dress. So I'm going to stand up one more time to show you, because it's A-line and we created so much shaping through here. See how wide it is at this point? I think that at this point, if you wanted to make it into a dress, you would actually not need to do any more shaping. You could easily go down to the knee or whatever without doing any additional shaping whatsoever. That's plenty wide enough to make it a skirt that goes down to the knee. So anybody that would like to make this into a dress, this would be a super easy candidate, because there would be no additional shaping required, just more yarn. You would need to go into an extra ball of yarn for sure. Thanks, Margaret. It is a flattering top. Joe wants to know what you would wear underneath if you're wearing a dress. Honestly, a body conscious dress, so something that's slim fitting. If you can't find a slip, I would just buy a dress that's meant to be worn tight, or depending on how long it is, leggings and a tank top. Or if you can't find a body conscious dress, then get a slim fitted mini skirt and a tank top. So a tank top like I have on now, you could do that kind of a tank top with a skirt, or with shorts I suppose you could, but I think I'd be more comfortable in a skirt. Or if you could buy a dress, so a longer version of a tank top like this, they're in my Amazon shop. I've bought several of them, and you could also find them probably occasionally at Marshall's and places like that, but I know that they definitely sell them on Amazon, and that's where I buy them. What do I think about adding sleeves? Yeah, you could definitely add sleeves to this. If you wanted to just add straight sleeves, that would be super easy. If you wanted to add shaping to the sleeves, that would be a little more complicated, of course. But if you just wanted to add straight sleeves, you would just work in the pattern and figure out your repeat around. Yeah, a slip would work fine. Yes, I just find that slips are harder to find than body conscious dresses. So a body conscious dress that's made out of, t-shirt material, like the camisole tank tops that we all love to wear underneath our tops, a dress made out of that t-shirt material would be perfect. And I just feel like they're easy to find and easier to find in lots of colors than a traditional slip. So if you want to check out my Amazon shop, I do have several in there, and actually there's a few shorter ones that I'm looking to add to my collection for wearing under knit and crochet dresses. So I'll probably pop a couple more in there, but that's where I would definitely look first. That's what I think looks the cutest under knit and crochet dresses. Great question. And slips just aren't as easy to find anymore. And also the t-shirt material isn't shiny like slips. So because we often wear things with open holes in it, you're gonna see the texture of your underlayer. And I'd rather it look like an underlayer dress than look like a traditional slip, which has more of an underlayer, or has more of a lingerie look, almost looks like your underwear. So I'd rather it be matte than shiny, and that's why I go with store-bought dresses rather than slips sometimes. You're welcome, Joe, if you need any help finding. Does anybody have any other questions? Lots of great questions tonight. Seems like we always have good questions, though. I love answering questions. What else was I going to show you something else on my computer? Oh, I could probably, do I have a tutorial? Yes, it's called the Violetta tank top, and you can find, I'll post a link to it in the video description. What I was going to show you, maybe a sneak peek of the photo shoot I did today for the Summer Love vest. Let's see if I can find one of the photos. Here we go. Here's one of the photos that I took today of the Summer Love vest. That's the redo of the vest. I redid it in Be So Fine yarn and colorway Celestial Blue Mist. And it turned out so cute. So I took some photos of it on me, and then I took some overhead shot photos of it too. Let's see if I can find one of those. Let's see if I can find one of those. Here, this one turned out super cute too. There's another photo of the finished vest. So we're coming down to the end of editing now. So it was a good time to do the photos. So I have the photos, I have the pattern laid out and size. We're just working on the last couple of steps of editing. So with any luck, we should be launching that in the next week or so, assuming that everything goes smoothly from here. Thanks. Thank you for the compliments on the color. And that is Be So Fine yarn and colorway Celestial Blue Mist. I do plan on making a second one and adding sleeves to that one, and I'm probably going to do that one in black, which is color called Raven, and then I'll add sleeves to that one, maybe a 3/4 sleeve, so you can expect that coming down the line as well. I didn't want to photo this one and then put sleeves on it and then never show it without sleeves again, so I think this is a good example of something that needs to just be made twice. It happens. Well, actually 3 times, because we had the original one that was in the magazine, and now the second and third version of it. But I really love the way it turned out and love wearing it. And I added ties with little fringe tassels on it, which weigh them down, and it just looks super cute. Does anybody have any other questions? Thanks, Pamela. So many busy things going on. Oh my goodness, we have 2 sleeping kitties. 2 kitties with us. Hi, babies. Hi. All I have to do is raise my voice and say hi, and then I think everybody wakes up. Did I go to design school? No, I did not, but I did have many years in the fashion industry as a model, and I've worked in now in the yarn industry and in the design industry just with experience for 15 years. So I've got 15 years experience with design and working in the craft industry. And then I think I had, what did I have? Maybe 6 or 7 years in the fashion industry as a model, and I did learn how to sew and design my own patterns and clothing without patterns at that time too. And I think that that really helped me understand the concept of making garments. So I was making garments with fabric long before I was making garments with knitting and crochet, which just added another element to it, right? Because in sewing, you don't make the fabric, you just sew the pieces together. And I think that that spatial math quality of it really helped me to understand knit and crochet design so well. But yeah, so I've just got years and years of experience doing it. I did not actually go to a fashion design school. Good question though. Do I have staff that helps me? Not really. I have a couple of part-time assistants right now, but for the majority of my 15-year career, I have done most everything on my own. I do have people that work in editing. That's the most important job that I cannot do myself, and I'm always on the lookout for different types of assistance for sure. But the one thing that I've had help with over the last several years has been in editing. I do put in long days, Gloria. I work 7 days a week and double-digit hours every day. Not something I recommend. Love all the questions though. Ooh, got a rat. Every day I come out here at sunset, I see a rat. There's like palm rats in the palm trees, and see those little, the horizontal pieces of wood here? Almost every day at sunset, I see at least one rat go in one direction. Yuck. And I know that snakes eat them, so I'm not sure which is better to see, and at least it's outside the screen. Questions, but we'll just have to save those in case anybody decides to repeat them. Does anybody have any other final questions for me tonight? Yeah, palm rats in stores would not be very fun, Pamela. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so if somebody would like to pick a number between 1 and 5, we will randomly pick a quote. Okay, Carrie says issue 2. So we will grab issue 2 of the Create, Share, Inspire notebook. You can find all of these notebooks on my website or on Amazon throughout the world, regardless of where you live. See, it's getting dark out here for reading. This is a Dakota proverb. Ooh, I love this. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. Oh, man, that's something to think about every day when we get up, and think about every evening before we go to bed, right? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to live your life? How do you want others to perceive you? How do you want to inspire others? Especially as a parent, I think about this. But even as somebody that puts themselves out there on the internet and all that other stuff that I do, this is so important to me. It's so important to me to set a good example, because it's a choice. We have a choice every single day, how we want to behave, how we want to feel about ourselves, how we want to be perceived by others. It's always a choice. And just this reminder to know that your character is a reflection of your behavior and what you do every day. It's not what I say. It's not what you say. I could say all day long, oh, I'm a good person, and oh, I do this and that. It does not matter what I say. Your character is a reflection of your actions, of what you do every day, and what you do repeatedly. That's a sign of good character, of your character, good, bad, or ugly. What your actions are what define you. And so to hear a quote like this and remember and get that great reminder that how you behave is how you will be remembered, I love that. because nobody can take away your actions. You can say what you want, people can say what they want about you, but no one can take away what you consistently do with your actions. That is what defines you as your character and as a human being. And I don't know, I make those choices on purpose every day, and that's what makes me proud of myself and makes me happy with myself as a human being. So let's read that Dakota proverb one more time, because it's not only makes me happy about my choices when I do the things that I want to be remembered by, but it's also a constant reminder to make sure that you stay mindful of that sort of thing as well, so that you consistently make those choices that you want to make. So this is a Dakota proverb. I'll read it one more time. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. Also speaks about how we treat the earth too, doesn't it? Yeah. Always leave it better than you found it. That's one of my favorite expressions, and I think about it every time I go to a park, every time I go to the beach. I make it better than I found it. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy evening to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunset. I hope you enjoyed the show and tell, the sneak peeks, chatting with me and everyone else, and our little Q&A session tonight. There were a lot of great questions tonight. Hope I was able to answer some people's questions, and if I didn't get to your question, please feel welcome to repeat it in the recorded version of the podcast, because I'll get notified that there's questions there, and I will answer you as best as I can. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.